Hey, Carlo, I'm Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakak Wadash. This is Ariel from GMS Tampa Bay 07 and GMS 13 Rulership. Want to say Carlo, I'm Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone. Salutes to the brethren, pushing the word. Shalom to the sisters listening in meekness, quietness, and humbleness. And this was brought to my attention a couple, maybe a week ago, but my dumbass didn't do the video on it, so I wanted to make sure I brought it out to the congregation. And this right here is basically one of those military exercises, and where the military goes into a city. Basically, they'll go into a city, and it's a drill where they go house to house, door to door, and like it's some sort of like like kind of a martial law training. It says massive power outage to hit Wisconsin. Okay, so this is gonna hit the Wisconsin area. I want to bring this part. I want to bring this out. This is the official gristle from the government here. So we'll read this right here. The Edomites. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, man. This is Esau. Esau doing what Esau does. Here it is. What the bumper clock, man? What the fuck, man? Esau, dog. Alright. So let's read some of this real quick. Again, this is a training exercise, so-called. It says, a full-scale training exercise simulating a long-term mass power outage in Wisconsin kicks off May 15th at the sites around the state. So it's going to be at various sites around the Wisconsin state of Wisconsin. Okay? Known as Dark Sky. So the name of the exercise is called Dark Sky. So how ominous is that? The exercise runs May 15th through the 17th in Brown, Calumet, Dane, Fond du Lac, Milwaukee, and Outagamie and Winnebago counties. Will test the abilities of private utilities, law enforcement, first responders, and the National Guard to respond to the scenario, as well as its second and third order effects. The public should not be concerned if they notice an increased emergency responder presence, military personnel, vehicles, and equipment, or non-military unmanned aerial vehicles, talking about drones and shit, in their communities during the exercise. Esau, you crazy, man. You're gonna be doing all this in the midst of the regular people? Of course they're gonna be concerned and alarmed. What are you doing with all this, man? The exercise includes an Allegiant Energy facility in Fond du Lac County, which will serve as one of the National Guard training sites. The goal of the exercise is to increase understanding of the coordination, policies, and procedures required to conduct a joint interagency response to cyber and physical threats to critical infrastructure in Wisconsin. Here's a quote. Dark Sky provides an incredible opportunity for our first responders, National Guard, emergency management officials, and our private utilities industry partners to exercise our processes now so we are better prepared for threats to our power grid. Okay, this Major General Don Dunbar, Wisconsin's Adjutant General, said, our emergency management community must be prepared to deal with the myriad scenarios and challenges posed by a long-term mass power outage. And by training together, we continue building meaningful blase, whatever the fuck ever. All right, so basically Esau has planned this Dark Sky military exercise, joint exercise with the military, the National Guard, local law enforcement, the utilities, to deal with a threat where the power grid goes out. So basically, what they're gonna do is they're gonna knock the power out. Let me see. They're gonna knock the power out and have the training exercise. Now, Akim. So basically when Esau does a well, let me keep reading because it gets better. It says more than 1,000 participants from the State Emergency Operations Center the Business Agency Operations Center, the Wisconsin National Guard, County Emergency Operations Center, Municipal Command Post, and the American Red Cross and federal agencies will participate in the exercise. The dark sky scenario. Here we go. The dark sky scenario includes a variety of incidents that require local, county, state level response operations designed to exercise each participating unit and agency. The Wisconsin National Guard will exercise its joint staff and the National Guard Reaction Force in the support of private utilities partners, non-governmental organizations, and local, county, state, federal agencies for infrastructure securities. Here we go. As part of the exercise, Wisconsin National Guard soldiers will conduct door-to-door health and welfare checks in Almer, Wisconsin. All right, so they're going to be doing door-to-door checks. All right, it seems pretty harmless when you read it here, but again, Akim, when Esau does any kind of military exercise or any kind of high-level, what do you call them? I guess you just call them exercises with the military and with and local, when they have local law enforcement, military all together. Nothing good comes out of that. Every time there's some sort of exercise in the area, there's always some sort of real force flag that happens at the same time simultaneously. It just seems to be a trend. Okay, it just seems to be a trend with Esau. Every time they do one of these kind of exercises, a real deal incident happens. We know it's false flag, but hey, people get hurt, or so they say, and it becomes national news. So this could be one of those kind of cover-ups where they do the dark sky scenario in Wisconsin, and then out of the blue, actual real power outage happens, or some next kind of shooting. This is something that Esau does. All right, I don't need to talk too much, but basically I just wanted to bring that out because that's happening. Well, right now it's midnight or it's 1 a.m, so it is the 15th right now. So they're going to be doing that today. All right. Yeah, Esau's going to do that today. This is Micah 2:1. It says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hands." So they have the power to do this. Esau has the power to manipulate the masses into thinking that this is an actual military exercise, when in actuality it may be something a lot more sinister. Hey, they call it the dark sky event. Last year, didn't they have something called a black sky? I don't remember what state it was in, but it might have been Texas. And right after that, they had the hurricane Harvey came through there. All right, so this is nothing new. Just like 9/11, when they had the 9/11, they were doing military exercises with the fighter jets, scrambling and all that, and then lo and behold, the real deal happened. There was military exercises going on. Maybe it was the Boston bombing too. So this is something that they do. Every time there's a military exercise, something real happens. All right, where people get hurt. All right, and they practice it. It says when the morning is light, they practice it. So tomorrow, when the morning happens, they're gonna practice it. All right, they're gonna do their exercise. All right, because it is in the power of their hands, and they're gonna use it to manipulate the people. This is something they devise upon their beds. This is Proverbs chapter 4, verse 16. It says, "For they sleep not." It says, let's start up a little bit. "Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. Avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it, and pass away." All right, so you gotta stay away from these Edomites, man. Don't be befriending Edomites and trying to hang out with them, man, because they're nothing but wicked. All right, that goes for wicked niggas too, but we're talking about Esau right now. Verse 16, "For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall." So this is part of their plan, man. Basically, they're gonna trick you into thinking that this is something to better equip our military and our local law enforcement to deal with something, as major as a statewide power outage, when in all actuality they're actually using it as a front or a cover for something a lot more sinister. All right, and it's going to cause you to fall when they actually start doing these door-to-doors. It may not be anything as routine as it may sound in the official file. It may be something where they kick down your doors and they're actually looking for somebody who did something, but they're using this as a big cover. And Jake, you got to understand that it's not all fine and dandy out here in America, man. They do things behind your back, and a lot of you cats out there don't even know about it. Right? You're not even the wiser. What? Yeah, man. Come on, man. Let me get this one too. This is Ephesians chapter 5 and 15. It says, See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. All right? We're in the time where we're about to get into some serious martial law. All right? You can't just sit around. You can't sit around and think everything's fine and dandy. We're about to get into martial law out here, and that's really what they're practicing for. They're practicing for martial law. And y'all thinking that it's all fun and games out there. Making fun of Great Millstone. Matter of fact, that's why I'm going here. What do they call that shit? Yasha just dipped out. Hold on a second. Yeah, there you go. Let's see what these cats talking about. Because they're in Wisconsin. They probably put a video up about it. They must have put a video up about it. Have to put a video up about it. GMS 12 tribes of Israel signs stripped down to the butt. Signs of the times, biblical news. Hey, maybe that's it right there. You know, spiritual roasting, GMS Tahar, GMS. The Lord rather see the wicked repent. Okay. GMS. Yeah, I clicked on that a while back. Yeah, no, they're not talking about it. They're not talking about it. This looks like they're talking about Great Millstone a lot. Yeah, Great Millstone. This is a Great Millstone free-for-all. Yeah, man. You gotta warn the people, man.
Peace and blessings is real. We coming to you again with another word.
No, they're not talking about it. See, you gotta understand. A lot of these cats out here, they're not trying to be prophets or watchmen for the nation. It's all about themselves. It's all about silencing the truth. They're no better than Esau. It's all about silencing the truth. Here it is, your own state. All right, you got this big thing going on. You're not even warning your followers about it. You must have some followers. You're not warning your followers about what's about to happen in Milwaukee. Do you not even know about it? See, that's sad, bro. There's no excuse for that. But that's it, man. I don't want to make this too long. It's very long as fuck. All right, it's late. I'm about to go to sleep. But I wanted to make sure I got this out before it got too late. Lord willing, this reaches somebody that's in Milwaukee or in their surrounding areas, and they're aware of it. And with that, I say shalom to your elect. Call all Yahbashimi Yahshai. Double honor to the elders and apostles that Great Millstone. And let's get the hell out of here, man. Let's keep pushing this word. Shalom.